Welcome to your practice. Thank you for being here. Find a comfortable seat, please. As you sit down, make sure that your sits bones are grounded. Make sure that you're sitting tall, but it's not too tense. So you want to find that, strike that balance between alertness and also relaxed position. So you can rest your hands on your knees and just let the crown of your head, the tippy top of your head reach up towards the ceiling as the back of the neck becomes long. Close your eyes for just a few moments and let yourself feel what it feels like to be in this seated position in this moment. Feel the length in your spine. Feel your breath. Feel any sensations or mood or anything that might be going on inside the body. And then find a moment of really true appreciation for this pleasure of being here in this moment. The fact that you moved mountains to be here. There were other things that you could have done, and you made it on your mat. So what a great gift to be able to give to yourself and find appreciation for that. Just your determination, your resolve, your willingness to be here to take care of yourself. And then as you blink your eyes open, please take a nice deep breath in. Reach your arms all the way up. Really hold here for just a moment. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Reach the fingertips away from your shoulders. So create this kind of a duality. Your shoulder is dropping down while your arm is reaching up. Take a nice deep inhalation. Hold it here. Can you pull the lower ribs in? As you pull the lower ribs in, you might notice that the arms move forward just a little bit. That's okay. Be fine with that. Keep that, maintain that, and then just move the arms back in the shoulder socket just a little bit if you can. Inhale. It's going to take an effort. And then exhale, lower the hands down. And this time, as you reach the right arm up, do the same thing. So arm is reaching up towards the ceiling. But notice the minute you reach up, you want to lift the shoulder up. So drop the shoulder down, but at the same time, lengthen that arm. Feel how that feels. Inhale. And then lower that arm down, and then do the opposite thing with this arm. Then notice that again, that shoulder wants to reach up because our tendency is to lift from our arms. Our arms are reaching forward. So instead, can you let the shoulder down and then reach and lengthen? Make that arm a little bit longer. Reach the fingertip up. Inhale. Exhale. Lower everything down. One more time. Both arms up. Inhale. Reach up, up, up. As you're reaching up, notice the shoulder wants to come up. Let the shoulder stay down. Reach the fingertips up. And then in this way, you're reaching out of the waist as opposed to the arms reaching up. Okay, so frees up a lot of space in the neck and shoulders. Reach the fingertips up. Inhale. Now pull the lower ribs in. Your arms might move forward just a little bit. That's okay. Keep the engagement of the core, and then now move the arms back. As you move the arms back this time, flex the hands, so almost like you're holding onto the roof. You want to be able to push the roof up with your hands. Imagine you're doing a little handstand, but you're really reaching the palms of the hands up towards the ceiling. Keep the core engaged. One more time. I know it takes a lot of effort to do this. This is not a joke. Inhale. And exhale, lower the arms down, rotate the shoulders back. Simple, simple movement, but so effective in creating, you might even feel heat in the shoulders. Go ahead and put, if you're sitting on a chair or something, put it to the side, please. Same thing with the blocks. I'm going to put those to the side for now. Hands and knees on all fours, please. Make sure your joints are stacked, so everything is stacked. Inhale, lift the chest up, send the tailbone up towards the sky. Exhale, pull the belly in, round the back, and then bring the spine to neutral. Reach the right arm forward. Again, do the same thing here. You'll notice right arm wants to reach forward, okay? So draw the shoulder down the back. This is called a retraction. Retract the shoulder, but at the same time, reach the fingertips forward. Keep that core engaged. Inhale. And then hold it, and you're just gonna slowly begin to twist your torso up towards the ceiling. So you're not gonna go as far. That's perfectly fine. And then exhale and come back to neutral, lower the left, right hand down. Same thing with the left arm. Reach the left arm forward. Notice how the shoulder is reaching forward. Retract that shoulder back in the socket. This is really, really important for the health of the shoulders. Hold it here, pull the belly in, and then slowly begin to now just rotate the torso. As you rotate the torso, maybe that arm goes up a little bit, and then exhale and lower down. Now this time we'll try it with the right leg. Take the right leg back behind you. Same thing, if you open that hip up, you can reach a little bit higher or further. I want you to lower that hip down, pull the belly in, take a nice deep breath in, really press the earth away, reach the toes away from the hip, but at the same time, plug in that right femur bone in the hip socket. Hold it, inhale. And then now, with the plugged in, try and rotate the lumbar spine a little bit more. So it's not just the hip opener, you're really twisting from your spine. And then exhale, lower down, come back to neutral spine again. And then the left side. Stick that left leg out, point the toes. First, go normal. So open the hip and you'll notice how the hip is opening. You can really lift that left leg up as much as you want to, but do the exact opposite. So lower the left hip down and then push that toe away from your hip, but at the same time, plug in the femur bone in the hip socket. So that creates a lot more stability. And then from that point, begin to slowly rotate your lumbar spine. So you're opening the hip without just the movement in the hips. You're really originating the movement from the spine. And then come back to the center. These are all such integrated movements that your body, you can do these forever and not get tired. Take your hands to the top of your mat, please. Tuck your toes under. Lift the hips up into your downward facing dog. Inhale, send the right leg up. Hold it here. Now reach the right toes away from the hip, but at the same time, plug in the femur bone in the hip socket. Create that stability. Now begin to rotate the lumbar spine a little bit more. Take a nice deep breath here. This really maintains the integrity of your spine. And then exhale, come back down to the center, downward facing dog. Inhale, send the left leg all the way up. Push the toes away as well as plug in the femur bone in the hip socket. And then once you get that, then you can rotate from the lower spine, lumbar spine, rotating. So you're not just flinging that hip open, you're just really using your spine to rotate and then come back to the center. Beautiful. Walk your feet all the way to your hands, please. Inhale, lengthen the spine. If you incorporate these kind of movements into your practice, you can practice for a long, long time, injury-free. Bring your hands to your hips, please. Bend the knees, come all the way up to standing. Bring your big toes together, heels are an inch apart. Bend the knees, sit into your chair pose. Inhale, reach the arms up. Remember the whole movement, reaching the arms up as well as retracting your shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, keep the knees bent and fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant your hands down. Step your left foot back, right foot back. Come to top of the push-up, pause. Bring your legs together. Press the earth away. Pull the belly in. Lift the right toes off the ground. Your hips are still facing the ground. Take a nice deep breath here. Plug in that hip. So pull the femur bone into the hip socket. as you reach the toes away. And then slowly now begin to just rotate your lower spine. Inhale. And then exhale. Come back to the center. Same thing with the left side. Inhale. Lift the left toes up. Plug it in as you reach the left toes to the back. That creates the stability. And then as you're ready, twist your lower spine. And then come back to the center. Lower the toes down. Bend the knees, bring the knees down, your chest down, and your chin down. As you inhale, bring your legs together, hands next to your rib cage. Lift the chest up into a cobra. So exhale and lower down. So same thing here. Can you, before you get up, draw the shoulder blades down the back. So I'm gonna, as I press my hands down, my chest lifts, and I'm just lifting up a little bit at a time. But the shoulders are never coming up to the ears. The shoulders are retracted down my back. And this, I literally can stay here for a long, 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 long time. And then exhale and fold forward. If we come up with the shoulders, there's a lot of tension in the shoulders, and we don't have the longevity. We can't stay there. Tuck your toes under. Press yourself up into top of the push-up, and then downward facing dog. I know that was a lot of physiology lessons, but it's really important so that we maintain all this for the health of our bodies. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, draw the right knee to your chest, step the right foot in between your hands. Walk your right foot out to the right, please, and then spin the left foot flat. Press through the bottom of the right foot, come on up to your warrior one. Again, do the same thing with the shoulders. Shoulders are down the back as you reach the arms up. Keep that core engaged, press through the outside edge of the left foot. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, bring your hands to the heart center, please. And then open your stance a little bit more as you align the right heel with the left arch. You come into your warrior two, extend the arms out. Pause here, bend that right knee a little bit deeper, making sure that right knee is tracking the right middle toe. Exhale, press through the bottom of that right foot, straighten the right knee. Turn the right palm up, reach back behind you, exalted triangle pose. Lift that right hip up and up and up and up as you stretch out the right side. Exhale, keep that length, and then reach the right fingertips to the opposite wall. Right hand comes to the top of your thigh. Reach the left arm up, inhale, and then exhale, spin that left arm so you're reaching, creating one long line of energy from outside edge of the left foot to the left fingertips. Keep this, and then bend that right knee, extend that side angle pose. Bring the right elbow to the top of the right knee. So you notice how we did this? We entered to this beautiful pose from a different direction, but that allows us to keep the integrity of our spine. Lower the left hand down, right hand comes down, step the right foot back. Let's try it on the opposite side. Inhale, send the left leg all the way up and back. Exhale, draw the left knee to your chest and step the left foot in between your hands. Walk your left foot out to the left, spin the right foot flat. Inhale, come on up to warrior one. So as you're coming up, remember the shoulders down the back, lifting the arms up nice and slowly so that the shoulders stay down. Press through the outside edge of the right foot. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Separate your legs wide enough. Align with the left heel with the right arch. Warrior two, reach the arms up. Now as you press through the bottom of that left foot, begin to slowly straighten the left knee. Turn the left palm up, reach back behind you to reverse triangle. Can you lift that left hip up and up and up and up and up and up? Really create length on that left side. Keep it, and then reach the left fingertips to the opposite wall. Bring your left hand to the left thigh. Now, take a nice deep breath and reach the right arm up, and then spin that right arm in so you can reach the right fingertips to that same wall. Notice that right strong line of energy straight from the outside edge of the right foot to the right fingertips. Now you can bend the left knee and you come into extended side angle pose. So your body is already turning towards the long side of your mat. Pause here for just a moment, and then as you exhale, lower the right hand down, left hand down, step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Let's try another pose with the same exact sequence. Inhale, float the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. This time, come on up to your warrior two. So straight into a warrior two, right heel aligned with the left arch. Reach your arms up. Straighten that right knee, reach back behind you. Lift the right arm up and over above your head. So lift that right hip up. Let the right hip right up with the right fingertips. Inhale. Now take it straight into your Trikonasana like you just did. Right hand on top of the right thigh. Left arm up, spin that left arm down, and then reach above your head into your triangle pose. Bend the right knee deep, come straight into your extended side angle pose. So you're already facing the side of your long side of your mat, right? Take your gaze down now. If you have a block, if you're using a block, take your block with you, put it on the highest side, and then take your right hand on top of your block. If you don't have a block, you can just take your fingertips to the front and to the side of the right little toe. Now heel toe that left foot closer and closer to your right foot, and then just float that left leg up. So your body is already facing the left side of your mat, right? So we're not folding forward. You're really stretching the entire side of your mat. Imagine you're leaning against the wall, so your entire back is against the wall. Now reach the left arm up, really strengthen and lengthen that left leg into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. If you like to challenge yourself, you can take your gaze to the horizon or to the ceiling, and then slowly begin to bend the right knee. Reach the left toes to the back of your mat. Come back into your warrior two. Circle your hands down to your floor and step the right foot back. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Left leg goes all the way up. Exhale. Step the left foot in between your hands. Come on straight up to your warrior two. So pressing, making sure the left heel is aligned with the right arch. Reach the arms out. Inhale. Press through that left foot to straighten the left knee, and then begin to reach back behind you. Lift the left hip up towards the shoulder as the left fingertips reach above your head. Reverse triangle. Inhale here. Exhale, left hand on top of the left thigh. Reach the right arm up first, and then spin that arm and reach the right fingertips above your head. Triangle Trikonasana. Inhale, extend, and now bend that left knee, come into extended side angle pose. Right arm reaching up, so that you want to keep your body facing the long side of your mat. Take your gaze down to your left toes, either with the block or without the block. Begin to heel toe your right foot closer to your left foot, and then float the right leg up. So your body is still opening to the right side of your mat. Reach the right arm up, maybe take your gaze to the opposite wall. Flex the right foot, really strong lifted leg, inhaling. As you exhale, slowly begin to bend the left knee, reach your foot to the back side of your mat, come into your warrior two, and then circle your hands down to the floor as you step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale here. As you exhale, come to top of the push-up plank pose, and then either bring your knees down, chest down, or chin down, or come to bottom of the push-up and then rolling your chest up towards the sky into upward dog or cobra. Remember the shoulders stay down. Exhale, roll back to downward facing dog. Inhale here. As you exhale, bend the knees deep, walk, jump, or float your feet to your hands. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale and fold. Keep the knees bent. Bring your hands to your hips and come all the way up to standing. Big toes together, heels are an inch apart. Bend the knees, reach the arms forward and up, shoulders are retracted. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands down, step your right foot back, left foot back. Come to top of the push-up and then lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, send the right leg all the way up and back. Exhale, draw the right knee to your chest. Step the right foot in between your hands. Spin your back foot flat. Circle your arms all the way up into your warrior two. Straighten the right knee. Lift the right hip up. Reach back behind you. Reverse triangle and then float your body into your triangle. Your right hand now can go either on the shin, behind the right foot, or on your thigh. Inhale here. As you exhale, take your gaze down to your right toes. Bend the right knee, spin the left foot flat. Come into your extended side angle pose here. And I exhale and then press through the bottom of that right foot. Float the left leg up, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Pause. Strong lifted leg. Remember your body is facing the long side of your mat. And if you were standing against the wall, your entire backside would be against that wall. Now take your gaze to the floor, please. And then slowly begin to bend that right knee. And maybe the left fingertips become light and you can reach the left fingertips towards the opposite wall. Inhale, balancing on that right leg, and then slowly come back into your warrior two. Reach out. Now take that left arm down and forward, and then step the left foot out to the left a little bit so you come back into your warrior one. Lift that left heel off the ground, high lunge, Anjayanasana. Take your arms out to the side, circling the arms down, bring the left elbow underneath the right. And you can bring the back of your hands and touch the back of your hands. As you bend the right knee, lift the fingertips up towards the ceiling, create a little bit of back bend. Inhaling, reach, maybe reaching the elbows up towards the sky. Exhale, begin to fold forward towards your right knee, humble warrior, bow forward. Inhale, lift the torso once again. Release the arms all the way back up into your high lunge, Anjayanasana. And then lower the hands down. Step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. Spin the back foot flat. Inhale, come on up to your warrior two. Straighten the left knee, reach back behind you, reverse your triangle. And then exhale, fold your body into your triangle. Right hand, left hand on your left shin or thigh or behind the left foot. Right arm reaches up. Take your gaze down. Bend that left knee, extend that side angle pose. Bring the left hand behind the left foot. Spin the right arm as you reach the right arm up and over your head. Inhale, now keep that body the same exact weight so that your torso doesn't change at all. Take your gaze down and then float your right leg up into your Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Imagine your backside, your back of your upper back and your hips are leaning against the wall. Press that right heel up, inhale. Now take your gaze down to your left toes and bend the left knee and then reach the left fingertips to the opposite wall. balancing on that left foot. Inhaling. As you exhale, nice and easy, slowly land back in your warrior two. And then circling that right arm down towards the seat, towards the floor, and step the right foot out to the right as you reach the arms up into your warrior one. Pick up that right heel off the ground. Inhale, take your arms out to the side. This time, take the right elbow underneath the left as you bring the back of your hands together and touch. Reach the right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Take a nice deep inhalation. Lengthen the front side of your body. Maybe the elbows reach up towards the ceiling. And then as you're ready, exhale and fold forward into your humble warrior. Pause here for a moment. Drop the head down. And then coming back up once again. Come back to the center. Release the arms. Reach the arms up into high lunge. Lower the hands down. Step the left foot back. Downward facing dog. So we're going to do that sequence one more time. We're going to add one more thing to the back end of that sequence. We're going to move just a little bit faster. We're not rushing anything. We're just moving a little bit more flow-like. Inhale, send the right leg all the way up. Exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Spin the back foot flat. Inhale, come on up to warrior two. Reach out. Straighten the right knee as you reach back behind you. Reverse your triangle. Inhaling and exhale, triangle pose. Right hand goes on the right shin or behind the right foot. Take your gaze down. Inhale, bend the right knee, extend that side angle pose. Spin the left arm, reach overhead. Keep your gaze down, float the left leg up into your Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Expand in all directions, reach out. Bend the right knee as your right fingertips come off the ground, reach the fingertips to the opposite wall, and then land back in your warrior two pose. Bend that right knee deep. Swing the left arm down and up, spin the left foot flat, come into your warrior one, making sure the shoulders stay down. Pick up that left heel off the ground, high lunge, Anjaneyasana. Take the arms out to the side, inhaling. Left elbow underneath the right, wrap twice if you can. Fingertips reach up, squeeze the armpits down, and then create a back bend. Maybe the elbows lift up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale and fold forward into your humble warrior. Pause here for a moment. Lift the torso back up once again and then bend the right knee deep as you pick up the left toes off the ground. Swing that left leg all the way out to the side and cross it over into your eagle pose. Sit deep into your chair. Move the knees to the left as the elbows move to the right. Squeeze your inner thighs together, squeeze your armpits together, lifting fingertips up, inhaling. And then as you exhale, release everything out to the side, star pose. Let the left leg go out to the side. Arms reach up. Maybe the right heel comes off the ground, twinkling star. Lift that right heel up a little bit or a lot. And then as you're ready, bring your hands to your heart center. Swing that left leg back behind you into your warrior three, Virabhadrasana C. Bend the right knee deep, land on your left toes. Bring the hands to the floor. Step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Let's repeat that on the side B. Inhale, send the left leg up. Exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. Spin the back foot flat. Warrior two, rise, inhaling. Take the left arm up, straighten the left knee, reach back behind you, lift that left hip up, reverse your triangle, and then pour your body into your triangle pose. Left hand on your left shin, right arm reaches up. Take your gaze down. We're going to extend that side angle pose. Bend the left knee, left hand can come either on top of your knee or behind the left foot. Spin the right arm, reach the right arm to the opposite wall, And then keeping your gaze down, float the right leg up into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Expand in all directions. Strong lifted leg, strong lifted arm, strong standing leg. Press through the bottom of that left foot. Lift the fingertips off the ground if you want to balance yourself on that left foot. And then come back into your warrior two. Circle that right arm down towards the floor and up towards the ceiling into your warrior one pose. Virabhadrasana A. Reach the arms up. Pick up that right heel off the ground. Inhale. Take the arms out to the side and then bring the right elbow underneath the left this time. Wrap twice if you can. Reaching the fingertips up now. Squeeze the armpit. Inhaling. As you exhale, fold forward into your humble warrior. Bow forward. Inhale, lift the torso once again. Now you're going to go into your eagle pose. So slowly begin to bend that left knee a little bit deeper as you swing that right leg out to the right and cross it over. Cross that right knee on top. Sit into your chair as you're squeezing the knees towards each other. Squeeze the inner thighs and then move the knees to the right. Squeeze the armpits and move the elbows to the left. So everything comes to the center seam of your body. Inhale. As you exhale, come into star pose. Release that right leg out. Arms reach up. Maybe lift the left heel off the ground for a second or 2 seconds or a little bit more. Lift it, twinkling, twinkling star. And then bring that right hands to your heart center. Swing the right leg back behind you. Virabhadrasana C. Warrior three pose. Inhale. As you exhale, slowly begin to land on your right toes. Into high lunge. Bring the hands down to the earth. Low lunge and step the left foot back. Downward facing dog. You can stay here or go to child's pose. Or if you like to do your vinyasa, which means come to top of the push-up, lower down to bottom of the push-up or all the way down to the floor. Inhale, keep the shoulders away from the ears as you lift the chest up into upward dog or cobra. And we're all gonna press back to downward facing dog. Inhale here. As you exhale, bend the knees deep. And then at the bottom of your exhalation, you can walk, jump, or float your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, and fold forward. Bend the knees and sit into your Malasana. So garland pose. Turn your toes out, your heels in. You can sit on your blocks if you want to. Or if you feel like your heels are really lifted, you can put your blanket underneath your heels. You know, you all know, if you've been here with me, you all know this is my favorite pose. Bring the triceps in between your knees as you press your knees into your triceps. Press the knees open. So you kind of want to have that. Again, sucking in everything through the midline of your body. Take a nice deep breath here. Let the back, your tailbone lengthen down and back as opposed to tucking under. And then you want your chest to be lifted. So try and not round the back, not rounding the shoulder. This is not what we want to do. We want to lift the chest up. We want our thumbs on our sternum. And you're lengthening the spine. The reason we lengthen the spine is not just to merely look good, but is to keep the integrity of the spine. So the more we round the back, the more pressure we put on the precious spine. So we want to be able to keep the spine mobile and agile and flexible and strong. And hopefully you're all taking the supplements you need in order not to get osteoporosis or anything like that. So we really want to keep the spine nice and healthy. for a long, long, long time. And then just simply have a seat, please. Come all the way down. Extend the left leg forward. Bring the right knee to your chest. Place the right heel close to your right bum. And then as you sit tall, so you kind of hug your right knee in and sit tall. So press the sits bones down, press the left heel down, and just sit tall for just a moment. So you want your neck to be free flowing. Make sure you shake your neck a little bit side to side, turn it side to side so it's not tight. Now, heel toe that right foot out to the right a little bit, and then bring that right shoulder on the inside of the right knee. And then we're gonna just open the torso out to the left. So press that right knee onto your right tricep as you're lifting the left arm out to the left, okay? Just try this for me, inhale. And then exhale, come back to the center. Now grab that right foot, and then you're just gonna work that right hip. So go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So you're just kind of lubricating that right hip, like you're rocking that right leg, back and forth. And then once you've had enough of that, take that right leg, and then like you're putting a backpack on, put that right thigh or right calf as high as you can on your right shoulder. So if you can't go this high, just go as far as you can. And maybe this is all you're gonna do today, and that's great. This is a really good way to get that hip more flexible. If you've got the right hip over your shoulder, place your right hand down and then squeeze that right arm in between the calf and the hamstring. Place your left hand down, and maybe you just pick up your hips off the ground. Some of you may be able to pick up the left heel off the ground and just balance here. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1, and then slowly lower everything down and extend the right leg out. So notice that I went face to face, and remember there's nothing wrong with any of the phases you're in. That's just exactly where you are, and that's perfectly fine. Let's try it on this side. Bring that left heel a little bit closer to your bum, squeeze the knee in. So initially we just want to sit here. This is a really good place to get that hip compression, the left knee compression, and just sit tall. As you straighten that right leg, press the right heel down. Inhale and exhale. And then you start taking that left foot out to the left and bring that left shoulder in between, on the inside of that left knee. And take the left hand down and right arm reaches up, and press that left triceps into the knee as you rotate your torso up towards the ceiling. So this is another phase 2, perfect place to just stay and practice. Then you unwind, and then see if you want to grab your left heel or left foot and just kind of rock back and forth. You're just rocking that hip back and forth, like you're lubricating that hip, back and forth, back and forth. So maybe this is phase 3. Maybe this is where you want to just stay and practice. If you want to try, you take that left calf on top of the left shoulder. So maybe some of you can go here, maybe not, wherever you are. Remember, if you get it up here, that's okay too. You just practice that. Or if you've got it in your elbow, just practice that. Just get it in there and get a nice squeeze of that arm between the calf and the hamstring. If you've got it on your shoulder, like a backpack, you keep taking it off. And then now you really squeeze that arm in between the calf and the hamstring. Place the left hand down, place the right hand down. Push the earth away, and then you lift the hips up. And as you're squeezing that left arm, maybe the right heel comes off the ground. And then maybe you can smile while you stay here for 3, for 2, and for 1, and then slowly come all the way down and release that left foot. Extend the left leg out and sit tall. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold towards your toes. Remember, you don't have to touch your toes. Maybe your hands can just land on your ankles. Continue to lengthen the spine. Inhale and exhale, just fold forward. Paschimottanasana. So for this pose, for Paschimottanasana, I really like to keep my knees bent. This takes away a lot of the pressure in the spine, and that's how we incur injury. So the more you bend your knees, bring your knees up to your chest, you can hold on to the back of your knees and just fold forward. And if you can keep your rib cage glued to the thighs, you can slowly begin to extend the heels away from your hips and then just drop the head down. And pause here, stretching out the back. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale it out. Remember, if you are here for the first time with me, I always like to incorporate some other active poses, maybe a little bit challenging, maybe poses that you've never done before, just because it's fun, number one. And then also maybe because we're all different levels, it gives a chance for people who may be a little bit more practiced to do other poses as well. So don't get frustrated if you didn't do those poses. Remember that we always have options, and I give you face to face. Go ahead and come on up, reach your fingertips forward, because you're all very important to me, and I want all of you to be able to benefit from this practice. Come all the way down, bring your knees to your chest, hug your knees in, rock a little bit side to side. So don't despair if you couldn't do that particular pose. There may be a day that you can do it, and there maybe some of you will never do it, and that's okay too. Place the left foot down, take the right knee all the way over the left knee. Press through the bottom of that left foot as you shift your hips over to the right, and then drop the left knee to the left. So we're stretching in the low back. If you don't like this twist, you can do any kind of twist that you prefer. Reach the right arm up, and then maybe your gaze can go to the right shoulder, and close your eyes. Just breathe into your belly, exhale it out. I practice many different forms and styles of yoga, vinyasa, yin, hatha. So I even do yoga therapy with some, private students. Go ahead and lift the hips up and then switch legs. Left leg reaches up, cross that left knee over. Press through the bottom of that right foot to lift the hips up, and then shift your hips over to the left as you bring the knees to the right. And you are in your twist. So whatever you twisted in that side A, do it again on this side. And just close your eyes for a moment, breathe into your belly. So the beauty of yoga is you can really personalize it and use it in your own, however it benefits you. You can definitely modify a lot of the poses. And if you're not familiar with yoga therapy, it's a beautiful way to not only stretch, but really create a healing environment within the body to heal from inside. And then slowly come back up to the center, please. As you come into the center, bring your knees to your chest once again. Hug your knees in. Give yourself a big hug. Again, remember, you made it here, you moved mountains, you overcame so many obstacles to be here. So now enjoy this benefit of Shavasana. Extend the legs out. Let the legs be comfortable. Let the shoulders be comfortable. Palms are open towards the ceiling. The back of your head resting comfortably on the floor. Just close your eyes. You have two beautiful moments here to really let what happened integrate in your body. This is kind of like rebooting your computer, your devices. So really reboot your body right now. Just close your eyes. Let your breath be completely natural. As you're ready, gently begin to deepen your breath. Draw one knee to your chest and then the other knee to your chest. Notice which nostril you're breathing out of a little bit easier. Roll over to that side and pause for a moment. And with this, strengthen your top arm. Press yourself to a comfortable seat, please. Bringing your hands to the heart center. Bow down to your courage to show up on your mat, to practice today, not really knowing what was going to happen. That takes a lot of courage, and I'm forever indebted to you all. I really do appreciate our time together. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.